In a social material system dominated by racists, all jobs that are established and are maintained by white people are dominated, either directly or indirectly, by those white people who practice racism. No person can be hired, fired, promoted, and or get in trouble on a job unless it is the will of the white supremacists. Neely Fuller Jr. When Brother Kush said that you have your job only because you working there benefits them, that they only gave you that job because you benefit them, y'all got mad at me. And right now, officially, about 49% of black employees are looking for a way out of the job market. Let's talk. Everything I'm about to say, you already know it to be true. You are a slave. You are a slave to money, to social economics, to status, to politics, to ideology. You have sold your soul to have a place in a world order that you should naturally oppose. Whoa now. Welcome back to the Black Album, your boy, Brother Kush. So I seen this article, man, that said like 49% of black people are thinking about just leaving their job. They're tired of working. And I find it amazing, man, because when I was growing up, we was always told that money cannot buy you happiness, that you do not spend your life chasing money. But over the decades, it seemed like that became our only focus, to chase money. And, it's not a bad idea if money was easy to catch up with. But the truth of the matter is, money is not easy to catch. It is a track star. In fact, it is an out of this world type track star. It is Usain Bolt with actual boats tied to his shoes or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't catching this dollar like talking about this. It's hard to get rich in this society. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to get rich, particularly if you're a black person, because you have so many more obstacles up against you. I don't think people know what it's like to be a black entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? You see, y'all listen to a lot of these YouTube content creators that get paid off of y'all. Y'all are the source of income. They can sit there and brag about, what successful people do. Nah, they are grifting. Especially the pro-black ones, they are grifting. They get paid to keep you in a sunken place because none of them have anything viable to give to you or tell you. None of them have anything that's worthwhile to tell you. So basically, they either gossip or they lie to you. That's it. In one way or another, they keep you in a sunken place. And you pay them to do this. And that's how they make their money. They're not making their money because they think a certain way or because they move a certain way. Nah, they're making their money because they are willing to sit there and lie to you, tell you about the stuff that they know is not true. Dr. Boyce Watkins, he got this whole investment program that he knows is not true. Dr. Claude Anderson wrote all these books, Powernomics and stuff that he knows is not true. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Umar Johnson got all his radical pro-black views that he know are not true. Nation of Islam, same thing. Farrakhan and all of his minions that you see all over YouTube, they know that they ain't telling the truth. Everybody got all these good talking points, but the truth of the matter is, you are their source of income. You are their income. If you pull away your support for them, they won't be able to make it either. They won't have anything else to do because the jobs are not there. It's easy for them to talk about what you should be doing and what you need to be doing when all they doing is talking and you're paying them. But if they had to get out there and practice what they preach, that shit wouldn't work. And they know it don't work. That's why they won't offend y'all. That's why they won't say anything that y'all don't like. But you notice, I do nothing but offend y'all. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to receive notification when I drop more videos. If you don't hit that bell icon, you won't receive notification because I don't trigger the algorithm. Also, if you've been here several times and have not hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit it. If you're watching me in the inline feed, trying to sneak watch, click it and hit the subscribe button, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the least amount of support you can do for me. I'm not asking you to do nothing else. Do that much for me. So let's talk about this issue we got here, right? With this work thing. I've been talking the whole time about how we have made work some type of badge of honor, and it's strange to me.
We see a similar trend in contemporary attitudes towards work. For instance, the function of a job is to provide people with an opportunity to earn money in exchange for a service. That's it. Everything on top of that is additional weight that the institution of a job was not designed to support. A job was not designed to be fulfilling. It was not meant to be a source of meaning. It was not meant to provide you with an identity. And it certainly wasn't designed to be exciting or fun. The institution of a job was created to provide people with the opportunity to earn money in exchange for a service. Anything on top of that is more than the institution was fundamentally designed to support.
We know damn well nobody wants to work. We know goddamn well nobody wants to commute in that heavy ass traffic, hour going, hour coming back after being gone 10 damn hours. That's 12 hours out your damn day. Nobody wants to do that 5-6 days a week. Come on, man. This ain't got nothing to do with being lazy. And to see, our so-called leaders are the ones that kept us in this rat race so long. Because we would have been trying to figure out a way out of it. If not for all y'all want to be elitist. All y'all want to try to figure out a way to get a seat at the table of the white man. And I don't mean sitting at the table, because you never do that and you don't expect to do that. You want to sit on the floor and catch the scraps. You just want to be in a room with him. That make you feel good enough. All y'all got this elitist mindset. Y'all want to be on that level. And y'all take any scraps y'all can get. So now we got a generation full of black people that really have no skills. Can't do nothing. Because we got away from learning how to actually build things, actually make things, actually fix things. And all we got focused on was going to college for Africana studies. Going to college for English. You know what I'm saying? This is what we did. So now we're in a bad situation where now most blacks are tired. Because every time we make a step forward, they just find a way to take it from us. I mean, when the last time have you seen black dudes out there on the streets at the construction sites working? When the last time have you seen blacks out there? You pass through, I don't care if you pass through 50 construction sites on the highway, it's almost all Mexicans. All Mexicans. Black people not even picking up their trash. If you see a black dude, it's going to be one black dude, he's going to be doing something like holding up a sign or something. They're going to find the least paying position and they're going to get that to a black dude to meet some type of racial quota. And that's how they do. So we got to continue to move. So a lot of black people went into like truck driving and stuff. But now they yanking that from under us. Truck driving now is starting to fold. It's starting to collapse in on itself. I mean, you just got no way to turn. And the people that makes the most money are not the actual drivers. It's the little in-between companies that sit there and get you the gigs. So they making the majority of the money and they don't have a truck on the road. But the dudes that get out there and actually drive, you can't find the gigs directly. You got to go through them. This is how this system set everything up, bro. And people are tired. They never allow you to have direct access, you know what I'm saying, to anything. You got to always go in between somebody who takes the lion's share of the money to do nothing. Give you crumbs, and then they can fold on you and not pay you at all. Always like that. And now you got a large percentage of blacks that are tired. So what are we going to start saying about these blacks? They pookies now? They lazy now? Y'all may work about something that is not. Look, we work because we have to. That's the fact of the matter. We don't work because we want to. We work because we have to. And because so many blacks in these elitist positions coming out of college have made work some kind of badge of honor, have made participating in the system, which is the matrix, participating in the system of being a good nigga thing, being a good black person thing, being a productive citizen type thing, and they turn around and they browbeat us, anybody who don't want to work. Oh, you just lazy. Y'all, what's wrong with black people? How in the hell me not working is going to hurt you? How in the hell is that bum on the corner that's homeless? How in the hell that's hurting you? See, this that whole vaccine ideology. That's why they didn't get away with this stuff. See, this is how we think. They tell you that the unvaccinated are a threat to the vaccinated. You like, well, how in the hell can the unvaccinated be a threat to the vaccinated? Don't you get vaccinated to protect yourself? So how in the hell are those that are unvaccinated a threat to me and I'm vaccinated? Same thing. It's the same thing. How in the hell is Pookie not working, hurting black people in general? He not. Y'all just look for any excuse that sound decent to hate on your own. And at the same time, you browbeat other black people to stay participating in a system that obviously is not fair to them. If we'd have put half the energy that we put over the last few decades following the likes of the Nation of Islam, the Hebrew Israelites, the Moors, Christians, the Muslims, in general, liberals, conservatives, pro-black people, have we stopped listening to them and decided, no, we need to just figure out how to be like the Amish or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Just get us an enclave, and live off our land in peace. We need to figure that out. Because this rat race is not going to work, because y'all always remind all black people, especially brothers like me who wants to be an individual, right? Y'all quick to remind us how we are all in this together, you know what I'm saying? We live in the system hates us in this. Well, the system hates us so much, why y'all continue to pour energy into trying to get inside the system? You're never going to get inside of it. And then you get mad at the few blacks that get up there in high positions, but why you think they're in high positions? Do you think they're there because they're going to turn against the system? You think these people don't have a vetting process? Them niggas are there to keep you in the system. They are there to talk for you and to you to keep you participating in the dead end. I'm not surprised that 49% of black people think about leaving their jobs. I'm surprised it took this long. I'm not surprised that we not tired of work. Nobody wants to work. Y'all been lying to yourself all these years. Oh man, these dudes lazy. Call it what you want, man. Nobody wants to work. At least nobody wants to do anything they don't want to do. We work because we have to. You can't make that a badge of honor. And that's the problem with everything y'all do. Y'all look at how we are forced to do things in this corrupt system, this wicked, evil system, and y'all try to convince yourself that, nah, I ain't forced to do nothing. I want to do it. Because if you got to face reality that you're forced to do it, you know what the conclusion is that you're going to reach? You're a slave. You're a slave. And that's the conclusion that you're trying not to reach. You're a slave. You are a slave. You are a slave to money, to social economics, to status, to politics, to ideology. You have sold your soul to have a place in a world order that you should naturally oppose. So you're doing anything and everything you can to convince yourself that, nah, man, I like this stuff. I like getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning, drive 2 hours so I can get to work, 2.5 hours so I can punch in on time at 7. You're lying to yourself. All of y'all been lying to yourselves. Nobody in their mind wants to live like that because that's not a life. We are all slaves, and all you pro-black Negroes are always talking about a slavery that didn't happen. Okay, you say it happened to your people. That's your people. It didn't happen to my people. So y'all all wants to talk about a slavery that didn't happen, but while y'all fail to see the slavery that is happening. We work because we have to. And what is forced work? Slavery. Well, we getting paid. We not slaves. Don't work then. You work because you have to. And this is why y'all sell y'all souls for jobs. This is why y'all have no principles, no morals, because you need that income. So a lot of times you need that source of income. So you won't make the job or the people at the job mad at you because you need that income. We are slaves to this stuff, bro. We are slaves to this stuff. And you can't say it no other way. You could twist it and turn it any way you want. You can't say it no other way. We are slaves to this stuff. So I'm not surprised that a lot of us are getting tired. I'm not surprised at all. The question is, what do we do next? Now you're getting tired. So what's the next step? The next step is reestablishing an enclave where we can live off the land. That's the next step. And in order to do that, we got to claim our actual indigenous heritage so we can have rightful claim to land here in America. As long as you make yourself a forced immigrant, you don't have rightful claim to land here in America. It is very important that you understand that your people were here when they came. They don't want you to know that, because if you know that, you have claim to land. And you know who work against that fact the most? Black people. Pro-blacks. Educated blacks. You tell any educated Negro that we was here already, they get mad at you. I mean, to the point where they want to shoot you. They get violent with you. They work for the people. Those are the agents, people. Can't y'all see that? It is important that we claim our proper identity so we can have proper legal claim to the land here in America. But yet our pro-blacks and educated class Negroes will not let you claim that. But they can't stop individuals from claiming it. Individuals have. But they won't let enough of us claim, because they gotta, because see, y'all listen to them. If they don't co-sign it, you won't go with it. Most of y'all only believe y'all from Africa because they tell you you're from Africa. Because the white man's education says you're from Africa. But even Dr. Umar Johnson acknowledged that we don't have a sense of kinship towards Africa. That's because we're not from Africa. In fact, his words was, we hate Africa even though that's where we're from. It's not that we hate Africa. We don't have we don't feel drawn to Africa because we're not Africans. We are home, but the problem is you don't want to think for yourself. You don't want to go against the grind. You don't want to go against what it means to be black. So you stay in this black bubble because you don't want to be seen as going against it. You stay in this black bubble, and now we are losing. Because what are we going to do? We don't work. It gets worse for us. Our only solution right now is claiming our proper identity. And Tawi. That's what this means right here, people. Full circle, Brother Kush, here we go. That's what this means right here. That's what we are. And you see right here, this little Arabic? Right here. Women are the foundations of civilization. We need good women. We need to claim our proper identity and proper status, proper legal status. File it with the UN. Get ourselves properly recognized. Get us some land here. Get all these folks from around our land. Get some land with some decent water on it, you know what I'm saying, or where it rain a lot at least, and live off the land, bro. That is the answer. That is the only answer. These systems that we live under, governments and all, are set up to control, limit, and restrict. That's all. And if you are aware, Mr. Pro-Black Negro, that we are the target of all of this stuff, then who are they trying to control, limit, and restrict? Us. Us. It's always been about us. And the people that work against us the most, the people that work against our benefit, our best interest the most, are the same black people that y'all hold in high regard. And I'm talking about all of them. I'm talking about all of them. All of them. All the organization leaders, all the religious leaders, all the pro-black leaders, all the political leaders, all the activists. I'm talking about all of them. Because none of them are talking about what's best for us as a people. None of them. None of them. But Brother Kush is. But ironically, I am the coon according to them. Anyway, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, out of this mug, I'm Brother Kush, a.k.a. the Black Elf. Muscle on.